Coming to you live from an undisclosed location, it's the 2015 Mr. Survivor Debate Live. I am Rob Cesternino, and I am here with your 2015 three finalists for Mr. Survivor, and it's going to be a very historic night in the history of Rob as a Podcast and Mr. Survivor. First, from left to right, let's introduce our candidates tonight. You know him. He is the winner of Survivor Cagayan. I'm sure he has a bag of tricks with him tonight. Here's Mr. Tony Vlachos. Tony.
Hello, everybody.
Is that a bag of tricks?
That's my bag of tricks.
Yes. All right. Joining us from Survivor San Juan del Sur. He's rested and back from vacation. Here he is, Jeremy Collins.
I'm ready for this. Let's do this.
Yes. And then joining us also tonight, a man who will not make any regrettable bets, we hope, tonight. Here is the young lad, Spencer Bledsoe.
Hey, what's up? I didn't win $1 million to buy my own bag from the game to have tricks, but I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. All right. Well, I'm very excited, so happy to do this, and all three of you guys have been great sports so far. I look forward to keeping the good sportsmanship going here tonight as we learn a little bit more about the candidacy of each of you for Mr. Survivor 2015. Of course, I am not in my studio here tonight, so if at any point I should lose my connection for any reason, Mike Bloom is standing by to either take over for me, or if I need to, I have to be somewhere else in a little bit tonight, and that's why I had to do this interview from not at my studio. So if I need to run, Mike Bloom may take over the end of the debate for me, just so that you guys understand, okay?
Sure.
Good.
All right. Of course, we've taken questions live here tonight on our chat room at robasawebsite.com and on Twitter, #RHAP. We also solicited our audience for questions during the day on our Facebook page at facebook.com/RobHasAPodcast. So we have questions from all over Rob Has a Planet tonight, and we're very eager to get started here tonight. All right. So let's go ahead and start. Let's go in the reverse order of introductions for an opening statement. Spencer, will you please get us started tonight? You'll have 60 seconds.
60 seconds, that's a lot. If I were Jeremy, I could come here and just say, I balled out. Vote for me. But there's more to this competition than that. I want to win Mr. Survivor because I want to represent the fans. I'm the guy who has been watching Rob as a Podcast for years. Tony's shaking his head, but I've been watching Rob as a Podcast way before he ever knew what Rob as a Podcast was. I witnessed the Abby Maria write-in vote debacle. I eagerly awaited Malcolm's Instagram pictures and was very sorely disappointed. So I want change in Mr. Survivor for all the reasons that fans of Mr. Survivor want it, and I want to represent you because I am one of you.
All right. Jeremy, opening statements tonight.
All right, so like I said before, I'm doing this. 25 days in, y'all voted for me. Spencer's been doing this for forever, and we're still in the same place. So y'all, everybody out there voted for the right people, but I've been doing it the least amount of time. Y'all know who you want. Let's start playing the game with Spence and whoever this other Tony is. Let's vote for me, and let's get this over with.
All right. Tony, opening statement tonight.
Well, Rock and Rob, Spencer, it's nice to want things. I know what you want. You want this, you want that. Doesn't mean you're going to get it. You, Jeremy, I can't believe how you keep reminding people of how bad you did in the game. That's not a good thing, to keep reminding people how bad you played. And me, I just want to just respectfully ask all the fans out there to make a conscious effort to remember what this contest is about. It's not about Jeremy's pretty smile and his abs. It's not about Spencer and whatever Spencer's promises are to these people. It's about who represented Survivor the best. And it's only right to give it to the person who came home with the trophy, and that's me.
All right. Thank you guys for getting us started here tonight. We're going to take some questions from our audience as well. The voting is open for Mr. and Miss Survivor currently on robhasawebsite.com. I believe if you just type in misssurvivor.com, you can also go instantly to vote. Once per device, once per internet-enabled device, the voting is going on. The tabulator has told me over 3,500 votes have been cast already in just a day and a half. So we are on track for a huge turnout. But I know a lot of people are holding back to see how tonight's debate unfolds. So a lot of debates. A lot of votes are up for grabs still tonight. All right, so Tony, I'm going to start with you with this round of questions. All right, so let me go with our first question, and this is what we want to know first. Jordan Kalish has a question. Jordan Kalish, he wants to know, what are the 3 most important responsibilities of a Mr. Survivor?
Well, I guess the fans come first. I guess I gotta address the fans, anything they ask of, the questions, the tweets, anything social media, whatever they ask for, I have to try to help them out by giving them answers, giving them solutions. The second thing is, I guess, being that they're all Survivor fans, I guess I got to give them some intel about the game, how the behind the scenes, a lot of behind the scenes things. And I guess the third thing would be I would try to help the fans that really want to get in the show. I would probably share insight tips of what I did on my video. As a matter of fact, I think if I do become Mr. Survivor, I will show my video to the fans and show them what made me get onto the show and give them some tips. And I would be more than happy to answer emails when they send me emails to ask, because a lot of fans ask me emails, oh, how'd you get on the show? What did you do in the tape? I'm more than willing to help out and guide them through.
Okay.
Can we just chime in? Can we just chime in anytime?
Yes, chime in.
Because, I mean, I get that people, like, you should be already doing that, Tony. Like, people call me up or hit me up on Instagram and tell me, you know, I asked Tony to do me a favor and tell me how I could do this in a video and this in a video. And you're not helping them now, so now you're going to help them because you want votes? I'm helping them already. What are you talking about?
Hey, listen, I'm not going to do it because I want votes. I'm going to do it because I'm Mr. Survivor. That's why I'm going to do it.
But so you want to do it now for the votes, though? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying, my friend.
Tony, I think your heart is in the right place, but how are you going to be able to engage with the Survivor fans when you have daily arguments with Siri?
I got something for you too, my friend. Well, let me start pulling it out. There's a time and a place for it. Give me a few.
Wait, you pulling out the bag of tricks already?
That's right, my man.
Why not now?
I hope you got votes in there. I hope you got votes in there.
Hey, as a matter of fact, I voted for you, man. I gave you a freebie tonight. That's probably the only vote you're going to get.
Okay. All right. Spencer, what are the 3 most important jobs of Mr. Survivor?
I think Tony got a lot right. I think the fans come first. I think being really engaged with the community and being really familiar with both Survivor and RHAP has a podcast, not just the game Survivor or how you did on the show. And I think one more thing is coming up with something new and bringing something new to Mr. Survivor. And, you know, in the campaigning, I think I pioneered the video campaign. I think we got some good laughs out of that. And as Mr. Survivor, I'm really interested, with your green light, in getting a Chicago event together and making something new happen as Mr. Survivor.
Okay.
Ooh, what do you think about that, Jeremy?
Can we get a Massachusetts event, Jeremy?
Huh?
Can we get a Boston event?
Oh, we could get Boston. You know, we could get a Boston/New Jersey event and bring in Nat and Nadia and Jeremy and Val. We could do it all.
Okay.
That's what the fans want to see.
Look, I'm good with that. I can work with Natalie as Miss Survivor. I'm good with any Miss Survivor doing any event, but I will be there doing that regardless.
You're gonna do that regardless, my friend. You said in your own admission in your interview, you said whether I win or not, I'm gonna be a big part of RHAP because I'm a big fan of it. I'm gonna talk Survivor. So you know what? People should be strategic and say, let's vote for Tony, because Tony's only going to give us this if he's Mr. Survivor. Spencer's going to give it to us regardless. And Jeremy, who's Jeremy?
Tony's not going to give it to him. Tony's not going to give it to him if he's Mr. Survivor. Tony's going to do a Malcolm and do the same thing.
That's what we got with
Spencer's going to be there. I'm the middle man. I can be there and I can't be there.
Jeremy.
So Jeremy is, listen, I watched a couple podcasts and I saw Spencer talk about how you already told him oh, Jeremy's going to win this game. Why do we even watch it anymore? That's who Jeremy is, the one that you picked to win it.
Oh,
Gotcha. You didn't even know that because you don't watch.
hey, hey, Rock and Rob. So not only did he get played by the fans that told him that I never give him any secrets, because I do that a lot, but they try to get his secrets out of him. Oh yeah, Tony doesn't give us nothing, so why don't you? Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you since Tony doesn't. So he played him out, and now Spencer played him out. That he says, oh, guess what? The sole survivor, Tony, said that he was rooting for you to win. Oh my God, thank you, King Tony, thank you. So you got gassed up,
No,
my man.
I had nothing even to do with that. That was
Spencer
Spencer was on the pod. Spencer said that on a podcast. I'm just saying what Spencer said.
You got played out, brother.
All right.
You didn't say that?
No.
We're moving on to round two. Question number two. Question number two. All right. This is a question that really is more about the game Survivor than Rob has a podcast. This round, Spencer, will start with you. Orange Shaw wants to know, what twist for a future Survivor season would you pitch to Mark Burnett to make the show better, excluding a return appearance for yourself, okay? If I happen to run into Mark Burnett later tonight, what twist should I tell him to use from a potential Mr. Survivor?
That's a good question. I would say besides Survivor Jesus version, I would propose maybe. I like the idea that maybe you could have, you start out Survivor normally, you have your tribes, and then you think the tribes are the way they are, and then you do a tribe swap, but even before the first immunity challenge. So before the first immunity challenge, you show up at the challenge, and they say, these weren't actually the tribes, we're changing tribes. I think it would make for a lot of scrambling and a pretty exciting, whoever goes to tribals.
Why? What?
Because
Can I chime in?
Yes.
It'll be fun.
No one built any relationships yet. There's no relationships built, so who cares if you switch it up right then? Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, Spencer, you seen how well it panned out for him to build relationships, didn't you?
Okay. Listen. We all know what happened to me. Stop it, Tony. We all know what happened to me. I was playing with some players that weren't as knowledgeable about the game, and that's where they got me. You get voted out because you watched Survivor in my season.
I beat you after going like this with his face for the entire jury.
I missed it. I couldn't see it. What'd you say?
You can't be mad that a guy who beat you went like this with his
I
face.
can't see it.
For those on the podcast, he's making an
All right, I
Alec
see you now.
Christie face. An Alec Christie face was made by Spencer.
Is my video messed up?
We all knew I tried to surround and drown him. It didn't work. Whatever. I mean, what can I say, man? I tried to surround and drown him, and it didn't work. You know what I mean?
The second part worked. You did drown.
What did he say?
Jeremy, he said you drowned. Okay, Jeremy, what twist should I tell Mark Burnett that you as Mr. Survivor are pitching?
The twist, I like all returning players, and what I would do is something like first out or pre-jury versus jury or something like that. Try to switch it up like that, or winners versus first out, or something like that. I don't know, like switch it up, something like that.
Okay, pre-jury versus jury. What do you guys think of this?
I think it's good. I think like you have to have some jury there so that there's like people you remember, at least the casual fans remember. But it would be good to have chances to cast the really good casting that went out early that you don't always get. Like obviously not Jeremy and Tony, but they would be there for like all stars anyway. So you want like a chance to cast the people, the David Sampson, the guy who's like really entertaining, but you don't see him.
Okay, Tony, I know you must have a good twist to pitch Mark Burnett. What is it?
I don't know if it's good, Rob, but I think every challenge, I guess maybe the reward challenge, I think it's good that the team vote somebody out right there and then and put them on the other side's team. And that team does the same thing, vote somebody out from their team and put them in the other team. So it'd be like a Redemption Island kind of thing, but you're swapping people left and right at every challenge or every other challenge. I think that would be kind of a shot.
All right, fellow candidates, what do you think of that? Voting somebody out?
I kind of like that, actually. I don't.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll give it. Listen, I'm not like you, Tony. I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. I kind of like that. I like that switch up.
It's already been done. It hasn't been done with where both switch, but it's like it's happened before where you have someone go to the other tribe. It happened in Samoa. It happened.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that, but I'm talking about every other challenge. Make it
Every
part of the
time.
game.
I think that's cool.
Make it part of the game.
It wouldn't be bad.
All right.
Thank you.
Interesting. So a lot of common ground, shared ground here after question number 2 here in the Mr. Survivor debates. All right, Tony, this round starts with you. And this is a question that comes to us from Dave Backer, who wants to say, how will you work with a Miss Survivor who is not the Miss Survivor of your choice? If you had to work with someone who is not a candidate that you support, would you be able to bridge the gap and overcome differences?
Listen, Rob, I just need a crown with the queen. I just need a queen with the crown that be down for whatever. That's it.
Wow.
Whoever gets crowned queen, I'm gonna work with them. Simple.
Will you work with Tasha if she were to be Miss Survivor?
I would love to work with Tasha, even though she blocked me on Twitter.
See, that's all right. Can I chime in, please?
Yes.
See, this is the problem. But some of the Survivor finalists, the Miss Survivor finalists, don't want to work with you, so they're not willing to reach across the aisle. So
Yes.
with me,
What?
they're
Hey,
all willing to work with me. All of
Guess
them.
what? Then they shouldn't be Miss Survivor, should they? If they can't work with a king, they shouldn't be the queen.
It's a two-way street, Tony. Tasha has to want to work with you, but you have to want to work with Tasha. Do you want to work with Tasha? I don't think the answer is yes.
I want to work with whichever queen gets crowned. That's it.
See, if Tasha were elected, Tasha and I would throw a great event. We would work great together. I could work with Kelly. I could work with Natalie. I love both of them. Tony, you have a problem if Tasha gets elected, do you not?
No, I don't.
What? Yes, you do. Listen, we could look back at the Miss Survivor debate and see the Ding, Marry, Kill, and we could see what happened with that.
Oh, so Jeremy, you were doing your homework, I see, huh? You were taking notes.
What? I mean, listen, I'm not just gonna show up like people in my cast to just show up to a game. Like I watched something.
Hey, I am. I'm showing up right now, blind, and I'm still holding my own.
No, you're not.
No?
Wow. All right.
Tony just showing up is probably...
He just showed up. Thank you, Spence. You got me before I got it. He just showed up.
Like Missy and Baylor. That's right.
Ding! Hit the button, please.
I don't have it here. I just showed up.
Spencer,
all right.
hit your button.
What? Oh, it's...
Spencer, hit the button. You got it. I know you got the button, Spence.
I don't.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's terrible.
Nobody's prepared tonight. Okay. Jeremy, did you have anything you wanted to add on that? You'll work with anybody on Miss Survivor?
I mean, listen, Nat already gave me her backing. Kelly also gave me her backing, and I would work. Kelly and Nat to me are interchangeable. Nat's my number 1. Kelly's my 1B. And Fox, I work with Fox. You know, she hit me up on Twitter today. I work with Fox. I work with everybody. And I got my Michelle Obama. I got Val with me. So listen, man. I'm coming after y'all. This is a cakewalk.
Yes, Tony.
Now I know for sure.
If you want
Hold on, Tony has the floor. Tony has the floor. Yes.
Now I know for certain why Jeremy got voted off so early, because he's so gullible. This guy really thinks that these people want to work with him. They're saying whatever they have to say, man, to get the votes, man. Oh yeah, Jeremy's a nice guy. I'll work. What do you want them to say, man?
Listen, I got 4,000 Twitter followers. They're not doing it for me to get 4,000 Twitter followers. If that was the case, they'd be going after you, who has all these Twitter followers.
I don't. What do I have? I got 10,000, man. I ain't got nothing.
I got 4.
10. Hey, you should be
4.
1,000 more than you should have.
1,004, 10, 4.
4 into 10 is out, right?
Hey, Rob, these guys are all about Survivor,
Yeah, exactly.
but yet they're all about Survivor, but yet it's only Tony that comes with a buff. He comes with a Survivor bag of tricks, and these guys, man, come on, man. How you gonna represent Mr. Survivor? You don't have nothing, Mr. Survivor. Nothing behind Spencer saying Mr. Survivor. I got all kinds of stuff that I'm gonna start pulling out my hat and out of my bag.
Spencer, how do you respond?
You better pull out some votes, because you're gonna need them.
Oh, you know what?
Tony, you have a fire
Let's go
for
to the
there.
Night Owl Jazz Club,
Fire.
Jeremy.
Yes.
I can't hear you.
He said that. Are you going for Mr. Jazz Club?
Yeah, the Night Owl Jazz Club.
Hey,
You have the
listen,
bow tie.
that's Val's decorated. Lay off of it. That's Val's decorated. I like that painting.
I
Yeah.
like it too.
Okay. All right. Spencer, do you have anything to add as far as working with Miss Survivors?
Oh, here we go.
No,
Let's go.
I think I pretty much covered it. I would work with any of the Miss Survivors. I think that I am the best candidate as far as reaching across the aisle. Jeremy's talking about, hope and change, but I am a candidate, unlike Jeremy, for hope that we will not have another reign like Malcolm where Mr. Survivor does nothing. So if that's the change you want, vote for me.
Okay. All right. Next round. All
Are you
right.
taking my campaign? Like, what are you doing, Spence? You go with your own. Come on, Spence.
I came up with my own. I made an entire video for it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's a question. We asked this question in the Miss Survivor debates, but it will be back here in the Mr. Survivor debates. All right, Spencer, if you could give us one sound that we could isolate for the Rob as a Podcast app, what would that be?
For the Rob Has a Podcast app.
Yes.
Probably. It'd have to be, the classic would be like the bell, just ding. That would be the most recognizable. If you want to go for something obscure RHAP that the hardcore fans would appreciate, perhaps Nicole's stuttering after she was caught looking at pizzas while you were podcasting.
Okay. All right. So you don't want to give us something just that you would say right now?
Oh, that I would say right now.
Yes. That we
Come
could
on,
put
Spence. You didn't watch
on
Miss
the app.
Survivor. You don't know what they're asking. Come on,
Yes.
Spence.
So dumb. Give me a shot.
Hold on. Say it one more time so we can isolate that.
Spencer Bledsoe, the Mr. Survivor who doesn't suck. That's what I would say.
Okay. All right, Jeremy, same question.
All right, I would say you got Tony over here and you got Spencer over here, and they're like two cartoon characters.
Okay. And Tony.
I would say surround and drown, Rob. That sounds good. Hey, Rob, listen, my man. You don't even have to ask me that question because your app is full of my sound bites. You got the talking llama. You got this is huge. I needed this. You got my man. You're fully loaded. I don't need to give you anything else.
Fully loaded. Fully loaded. Okay.
Hey, Rob, you see how both of them use something that I said?
Yeah, I saw that.
What did Jeremy say?
You notice that? I just wanted. What? You just
Hey,
said
Rob,
it. What are you talking about?
is
You
there
said
something wrong?
surround and drown, and Spencer said these guys are so dumb. Come on, you guys are making my case for me, man.
Yo, hey, Rob, is there something wrong with the monitor? Because I don't see or hear Jeremy.
He's there. He's there. I hear him. All right. We're going back to Tony in this round. Okay, this is a twist that we're doing in the Mr. Survivor debate this year. In this round, each of the candidates will get to ask one question to one of the other candidates themselves. All right? So, Tony, we start with you in this round. You get to ask one question of your choosing to either Jeremy or Spencer.
One question? What do you? I don't understand. Regarding what?
You get about any subject you want. You can either make your point or to anything that you wanted to discuss. You get to ask either of them one question.
I'll ask. Let me ask the young lad. Hey, young lad, you're a super RHAP fan. You're a super Survivor fan. You're a super Survivor fan. Who do you think is most worthy of being titled Mr. Survivor? A person that represented Survivor, the game, the best, or a person that's promising the world everything?
A person who's promising the world everything and bringing new things, like bringing you to this debate in the race.
Hey, you know what? Lightning's about to strike you, my friend. We better just move away from this guy.
All right. All right. So, Jeremy, all right, it's your turn. You get to ask any question of your choosing to either Tony or Spencer.
I want to ask Tony, did you do any homework at all? Do you watch any Rob Has a Podcast or do you ever log on to Rob Has a Planet or anything like that?
I listen to a lot of RHAP. Rob Has a Podcast. My most favorites though, they wind up getting Clark cursed.
Oh, Clark curse. Very inside reference from Tony.
That's it. What is it? Opposite worlds. What do you know about RHAP besides Rob's name?
Wow. An opposite worlds reference from Tony.
I'm a big time whodunit fan, my man.
Wow. Tony's a big whodunit fan. Who
My
knew?
man, don't let me take my shirt off, Rocky Rock, 'cause I got a lot more where that came from.
Wait, Tony,
Wow.
can you say Lindsay?
What's that?
Someone done it.
Yes. All right, Spencer. That wasn't your question for Tony, was it?
I'll ask Jeremy. Jeremy, if you think that you should be Mr. Survivor, then why have you already endorsed me?
Oh.
When did I endorse you?
Hey, wait, be quiet, be quiet.
I endorse Spencer Bledsoe. Hey, Jeremy Collins here. I endorse Spencer Bledsoe as Mr. Survivor 2015.
Whoa.
That sounds more like Jeremiah.
He got you there, he got you there, Jeremy.
That sounds like Jeremiah.
Yes.
He got you, kid.
What that Spencer, for the people who were listening to the audio version of this podcast, what was that in fact Jeremy, or was that Jeremiah on your sound clip?
It was Jeremy. Tony, can you confirm that was Jeremy?
Absolutely, that was Jeremy.
Oh, is that what we're doing here? Tony, I didn't think you could play with your toys. I didn't think you shared your toys. Is that what we're going to do? Gang up on Jeremy? Is that
Man,
what? You know what this is? Rob,
Hey.
this is what this is. This
Yeah.
is John, and this is Missy over here. That's what they're doing. They're ganging up on me again.
I was
Back
seeing
against the wall.
I was seeing on national TV say that was Jeremy, my man. I'm always telling the truth.
Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. All right, let's go to the individual question round, okay? Also, start to get your Twitter questions in, hashtag RHAP. We're about probably, I've got only about like 5 or 10 minutes left, and then I have to be at another Survivor-related function tonight. I'm going to the Paley Center that they're having a celebration of the 30th season of Survivor, and they're having all sorts of memorabilia there, and I need to be there at 6 p.m. Pacific time, so I do apologize for having to run out, but Mike Bloom will be closing us out and bringing us home with the listener Twitter questions and the closing statements tonight, just to give a heads up. All right, so Spencer, here is an individual question for you, all right? So this is from Kevin Kecklum. Says, Spencer, you're the only candidate for Mr. Survivor without a shaved head. Would you shave your hair off for the belt?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I like that.
Well,
Answer the question.
Okay, well, see, the thing about that is that usually, like, I don't
Yes
have...
or no?
Okay,
No.
Or no?
I don't have the best hair, all right? And usually when I walk into a room, I'm the guy with the bad hair. But against these two guys, I'm actually the guy with the best hair.
Yes
So,
or no?
saying that, I need to keep my hair, and I can't shave it off.
You would not shave your head to be Mr. Survivor.
I have to remain the one amongst these three who has the best hair.
Wow.
Hey, Kevin, you heard it. He's not going to do it for you.
Not for him or anybody else.
Okay. All right, I think that Tony and Jeremy have found some common ground now tonight. All right. All right. Jeremy, here is a question for you. This is from Phil Gorley, who says, in the world of celebrity, reality or otherwise, who would be the biggest get you would do your hardest to get to appear on Rob Has a Podcast? Is there anybody that you would lobby to appear on Rob Has a Podcast that has not appeared yet on the show?
And I couldn't hear the beginning of the question.
Is there any celebrity or famous person that you would lobby to get onto Rob Has a Podcast if you were Mr. Survivor?
I mean, I live in Foxborough, and that's home of the New England Patriots, the Super Bowl champs, and I know a couple of them, so I'll try to talk to some of them and see if I can bring some Super Bowl champs on with me.
Okay. So which New England Patriot would be the best interviewee?
Oh, come on. I mean, the best is Tom Brady, but, you know.
Does Tom Brady watch anything we talk about?
He might. You don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Tom Brady give me like $200, $300 to pay off some debts.
Sure.
For what?
Sure. To pay off Spencer's gambling debts.
A lot of money.
Yes. All right.
That's the other thing. Do we want someone, a Mr. Survivor, that's in debt right now from gambling? Come on. Do we really want that? He makes bad decisions. He's like Missy. He makes bad decisions.
Hey, speaking of bad decisions, check this out. This is a great decision for my fans. I'm giving you guys my time when I'm getting phone calls nonstop from somebody that needs my help. One of my friends that need my help. But I'm dedicating my time to you guys.
Is it an emergency?
Answering the phone call.
Yes.
Wow. That's dedication.
How's that for loyalty to my RHAP fans?
Yes. It would make you a good Mr. Survivor. I don't know if a good friend, but a great Mr. Survivor.
That's all that counts right now.
I hope that's Tony, I hope that wasn't one of your. I hope that wasn't one of your tricks in your bag of tricks, because that was lame.
Yeah, text me during the debate. You need my help. So, all right, Tony. All right, you're.
Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. I'm sorry. I can't come to the fire station right now. I'm doing an interview right now.
Hold on, Jeremy. Is there a fire? Is there a fire that you need to attend to?
And I can't show up. I'm busy right now.
Wow, you would let people die for RHAP. What a guy.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, he's doing exactly what he accused me and Spencer of doing. He's stealing my stuff. Yo, my man, Jeremy. You want to talk about lame? You must be looking in the mirror, son.
All right, Tony.
Listen, you made the hotline. I made it a hot song.
Oh man, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that line from?
All right. Tony, all right, a question for you. From Chase Brown wants to know, how old is too old for a sleepover?
Oh, man. I just had a few of those, and I'm in my 40s. So I guess you're never too old for a sleepover, man. It's always fun. Sleepovers are great.
Okay.
Yeah, but Tony, can you be too old to be Mr. Survivor? Are you going to be up at night taking care of your babies, not able to fulfill your obligations as Mr. Survivor?
Oh, you mean like
good
I'm doing
question, Spencer. That's a good question.
You mean like what I'm doing right now? How I took care of my kids and I made it on time, unlike you, Spencer?
Hold on.
Ooh, get him. That's true.
On.
Listen, for everybody there that doesn't know, Spencer was the only one that was late. He's the only one with no kids and no responsibility, but he was the one that was late.
Hey, that was a nice picture you got there, Spencer. I like that.
Spencer, can you talk and hold up that picture so we can see
What is that?
you're holding up? Tell us what you have.
I don't know if you can read it. Can you read it?
No, what does it say? It's a picture of young Tony? Younger Tony?
Of young Tony in his prime, and Tony says, in my heyday, nothing could stop me from having fun. All day, every day, youth, the most amazing thing. Tony, I'm the only Mr. Survivor candidate who has youth.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I'm not that old, man.
Hey, you know what? But with youth comes inexperience, my friend. We got experience on you. Me and the young Jeremy over there.
All right. At this point, I'm going to tag out and bring in Mike Bloom. Mike, have you been following all of this tonight?
I have been following very willingly. This has been a hoot so far, so I'm happy to take the reins from you at the moment.
All right, Mike, what we're going to do next is we're going to bring in questions from the listeners who are watching live via Twitter, and then we're going to get a closing statement after we get through the Twitter questions from each of the candidates. Gentlemen, thank you, each of you, for your participation this year. This has been an outstanding year for Mr. Survivor, and I do hope that the best candidate wins.
Hey, Rob, I'll be talking to you later. Don't worry. I'll talk to you
Here,
later.
my man.
Great.
Hey, Jeremy, he said the best. He's not the least memorable, my friend.
Yes, and I will pass along all of your suggestions to Mark Burnett should he engage me in conversation later tonight.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, good night and good luck. Take it away, Mike.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Rob, Rockin' Rob, whatever you want to call him, for doing this. Gentlemen, let's move forward, shall we? Let's get a Twitter question up, Scott, if we can. Fantastic.
Welcome aboard, Master Mike.
Thank you very much, Tony. All right. Yes. All right. So I guess this first one will be for Spencer from at RU Mayray. or Matamu, if you're a Survivor Marquesas fan. If I vote at Spencer BGM for Mr. Survivor, will he come to my birthday party? All right, Spencer, are you guaranteeing that you will show up to birthday parties for people who vote for you? Yes or no?
Not only can I guarantee I'll show up, but I can guarantee that my running mate will just show up. And I work well with any of the Miss Survivor candidates. So even if it's not Tasha, we'll just show up. Yes.
Oh, look how he's back on Tasha.
Just like that,
I'm
right?
just saying,
Oh,
I like that. That's nice.
All right, Tony, Jeremy, do you guys have any sort of guarantees about going to people's birthday parties with the voters that vote for you?
I have a guarantee that, listen, it's their birthday party. I'm not just going to show up for their day. Like, the whole birthday thing is crazy to me in the first place. So let them have their shine on their birthday. I don't want to be the center of their attention on their birthday.
But if they want you to, though, Jeremy, what's up, man? You're gonna diss them?
No, you don't do that.
Birthday party.
You don't
All right,
do
all
that.
Stunned. I got you stunned, bro. You're up on the ropes, kid.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next question. Tony, do you have any sort of rebuttal as to the birthday party question?
Unlike Spencer, I'm not going to make any false promises. He should have been doing that in the game of Survivor, not in real life to the real fans. But me, I'll do a video link with them. They want me in their birthday party, I'll do some llama noises for them.
What if the pinata is a llama? Will you hit it? Will you hit your brethren? If the pinata is a llama, will you hit it?
I'll smash it.
All right, let's move on. Jeremy, this one's for you to start. From at Miko Langot, or sorry if I butchered that. Would you visit other countries, ahem, the Philippines, ahem, in parentheses, when you win as Mr. Survivor to represent RHAP? Now, Jeremy, we got this question a little bit in the Miss Survivor debates last week. Let's talk about the international contingency a little bit, and Rob has a planet. What can you do to support the international listeners?
I mean, right now, so I just came back from Jamaica, and you know, if I was your Mr. Survivor, I would be out in Jamaica representing Mr. Survivor. And right now, Val's on a travel kick. She wants to fill up her passport. And wherever Val goes, I'm rolling, and we'll roll together and do this Mr. Survivor with his first lady real big.
All right, so we're promised a Collins World Tour then?
Bingo.
Yo, Spencer, help me out, man. I'm still trying to process that answer. Was that an answer to that question?
But Nicole is the first lady of podcasting.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't. No. I said the first lady of Mr. Survivor. I didn't say the podcasting.
Okay, all right, that's fair. But I can do one better, Jeremy. Tomorrow I will be flying to Spain, going across Europe for a couple months, and I will be wearing our RAP t-shirt.
I'm sorry, Spencer, I didn't catch that last part. Can you say that again? You're gonna be flying over to Spain, and what are you gonna be doing?
I'm flying to Spain tomorrow. I'm going to go across Europe, and I'll wear my RHAP t-shirt.
Okay, so we have a guarantee from Mr. Bledsoe that he will be bringing the RHAP t-shirt to Europe.
Mr. Runner-Up? Mr. Survivor Runner-Up? Is that what you said? I couldn't hear him.
No, that's not what I said. You got to work on you got to get your hearing. The surround and drown is getting in your ears.
All right, Tony, here's a question for you from at E. Joshua Miller. Can Tony translate this video and all RHAP videos into Llama? So, Tony, if you are tasked with the duty as Mr. Survivor to translate any specific podcast into Llama, since you are so fluent in it, will you take that upon yourself?
Oh, absolutely, Master Mike. As a matter of fact, I'm going through courses right now to get a certification to be a certified Llama interpreter. So right at this moment, I wouldn't be able to do it, but another week or two, when I am crowned Mr. Survivor.
How can you be proud? How can you be proud running for this race when your entire humor is based on Cass? It's based on talking llama.
No, it's not based on Cass. As a matter of fact, you're only here because of Cass. You're here based on Cass, because if it wasn't for Cass, you'd be out of the game way before. Because
same with you. If Cass didn't flip, you would. Same with you.
I was a little bit further than you at that point, though. But Cass is the one that bailed out on the. Remember in the beginning? So you're here based on Cass. Me, my Llama is my Llama. It has nothing to do with Cass. It just has to.
We're here based on Cass, so you can't pull that card on me. You would have been runner-up like Jeremy if she hadn't quit.
You're right. You're right. I probably would have. But we don't know that for a fact. But we do know for a fact, though, that you're there running for Mr. Survivor because of Cass, because you would have been voted out number 2.
All right. Let's quell the Cass discussion for now, and let's move.
I got the young lad flustered every time you mention Cass. He gets flustered.
All right, let's move on to the next question from Lance Davis. This is another one for Tony here. Is it safe to assume that Tony also watched all of the Utopia podcasts as well? I guess I'll throw this question out to the general public. Have you guys watched any of the other shows besides Whodunit and Opposite Worlds? A little bit of Utopia or The Quest? I'll throw that question out to all 3 of you right now.
No, I haven't seen Utopia, but I hear it has a really good theme song.
It's the best. Daughtry is the best. And any of you guys watch any other shows besides Survivor that you'd like to talk about on RHAP, Jeremy or Tony?
No, I don't really watch that much TV. That was one of my things coming in. I said, if I'm Mr. Survivor, I will start watching more television so we could talk about it on Rob Has a Podcast. That's one thing that I will do.
Yeah, like Happy Gilmore. You should watch Happy Gilmore, Jeremy.
What?
All right. So
whatever it is, Gilmore Girls. What is it, Spencer? Gilmore Girls?
That was a swing and a miss. That was a swing and a miss, Tony. That was terrible.
That's how much. Hey, that's how much props I give for that show, Gilmore Girls.
All right,
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
It's a 90s laden debate tonight on Mr. Survivor right now. Let's move on to the next question here. Let's get this one Spencer's way. If you're playing Survivor, is being a super fan a strength or a weakness? This is from @SurvivorFanRage. So Spencer, is being a Survivor fan, a big super fan on Survivor, a strength or a weakness in this game?
In running for Mr. Survivor?
It says if you're playing Survivor, but we can extend it to both if you'd like.
I mean, in playing Survivor, it's just like in Survivor, you want to be the wolf in sheep's clothing, and being a super fan is like being a wolf in knowledge of the game, but also appearing as a wolf to other people. So ideally, you want to hide it. In RHAP, however, it's only a plus. It is only a positive to know Survivor, to know Rob Has a Podcast, and I think I have those qualifications in spades.
Gentlemen, any remarks based on that?
Yeah, I think in Survivor, if you're a super fan, it can work. Like, for instance, in season 30, it seems like there's a lot of super fans, so it would work that everybody, everyone's going to be battling at the same time. But in season 29, when Kelly, she just says that I've watched every season, and they want to vote her out just because she's watched every season. So being a super fan hurts in season 29, but in season 30, it's all right.
Yeah, you don't want to stand out. You don't want to be like Kelly or like Jeremy with a bunch of Alex around you, and then you just you're a target,
Well, listen, I didn't even stand out. I don't know why. Like, it's not like I was going around saying I watched every season or anything. They just came after me because I have abs. That's what they came after me for.
No, they came after.
But in challenges.
They came after you because you were disgruntled, my man.
Hey, we can't hear you, Tony. Get your Wi-Fi fixed. Huh?
Tony, we've yet to bring anything out of the bag of tricks. When is the bag of tricks coming?
Because he has nothing in that bag. That's an empty bag.
Oh no, I got a lot. Yo, listen. Let me tell you. Oh, who's that? Jeremy? Yo, Jeremy, you're doing a lot. Hey, somebody give Jeremy a bib for all that shit that's coming out of his mouth right now. You don't want to get
all right. Family-friendly podcast, guys. Family-friendly podcast.
All right, for all that poop that's coming out of Jeremy's mouth.
I got him flustered.
Yo.
all right, guys. Let's start to wrap this up a little bit, and we're gonna move on to the closing statements. And like the opening statements, let's limit these to 60 seconds each, and we'll go in reverse order of the opening statements. So let's start with Tony. Your closing remarks for Mr. Survivor.
Closing remarks? We're done. That's it. It's all. I got a bag full of tricks, man. I've been waiting.
Well, this is your 60 seconds to do it, man. Pull them out.
Well, listen,
better hurry up.
Here's the deal.
Get those votes out.
Look who I'm up against. I'm up against the little engine that could, which is Spencer. I'm the little engine that did. And Jeremy, for the purposes of this contest, you're just a caboose. So, really, who's my competition? Who's my competition?
All right. Is that all? You have anything else you want to pull out of the bag of tricks, or is that going to be all for you
Oh no,
tonight?
is this the grand finale?
This is the grand finale, so you
Oh,
pull out
yeah,
all the stops if you need to.
Inside my bag of tricks, I got stories, a lot of stories that I'm gonna share with all the fans. These are all inside stories. I have personalized memos from Jeff Probst, the man, that I'm gonna share with all the fans out there. He wrote me a bunch of nice personalized memos. I'm gonna share it with all of them because they're fans of the show, and I think that it's only right that they see what the man Jeff Probst wrote to the Soul Survivor, me. My bag of tricks was also personalized with a big memo. And last but not least, here it is, the grand finale. This is what I got to show everybody. And me, I'm notorious for blindsides. And here's the blindside for you guys. You ready? Here it is, from the young lad himself. Can you guys read that?
Can you narrate it out loud, Tony? We have several people that are probably listening in the archives as
All right,
well.
can you see it? Maybe you can read it.
I cannot. It's very blurry for me right now.
What is it?
Tony, you want to read it for us?
Read it, Tony.
It says, from the Spencer Survivor, tonight's the night, Tones. Let's see how well I played out the fans. And I put, yes it is, young lad. May the best person win. Not the most popular, but the best. And I put, ha ha ha. And then he said, you might have outwitted 17, but tonight I'm going to outwit 1,700. I put, ha ha ha. That's foul, man. Your fans love you, kid, and you're playing them out with all your BS campaign promises. And he put, that's why I will walk away a victor tonight, Tones. And I put, it's all good, player. And I put, good luck, young lad. It's all there.
What are you talking about?
So for those of you that might be listening or don't have the video on right now, Tony is scrolling through one of his fireside chats with Spencer. He's
Wrong, Spence.
Shots have been fired.
Tony, what are you talking about?
That's wrong, Spencer. That's cold-blooded, man. I would never do that to my fans.
Tony, which one of your Guido friends did you have text back to you and put their contact info as Spencer Bledsoe?
Next. Pass it along. Who's next?
All right. So that is Tony's closing statement. Let's move on to Jeremy, your closing statement for this Mr. Survivor debate.
All right, like I said before, I wasn't going to do this unless I was going up against these two because Tony didn't want to do it in the first place. So the next person was going to be John, and I didn't think that would be a good vibe with the finalists that we have. So what I did was I slow played it. Tony came in, and this worked out to my advantage. I have both of these guys. I knew Tony wasn't going to share his toys. They teamed up on me and taking me out. But what they're doing is they're bumping each other off, and I'm going to step in, and I'm going to be victorious. What it is you have Spencer, who's always going to be there, and Tony, who's not going to be there and doesn't really want to be there. And I'm right in the middle. I'm going to be there when you want me, and when you don't want me, I'm going to take a step back. And that's what I'm doing for my fans and for RHAP.
Okay, all right. Moving on, Spencer, your last but certainly not least, your final words as we go into the end of this debate.
I'll keep it short and sweet like these guys, but you heard it from Jeremy himself. He wasn't going to run for Mr. Survivor. I was always going to run for Mr. Survivor because I'm passionate about it. I love RHAP. I love Mr. Survivor. I don't know what Tony was doing with that text. He made that up. I have to talk to you about that. But Tony, I'm the reverse of not wanting to run for Mr. Survivor. I brought Tony into Mr. Survivor. It's fun for me to do this, and I will, I'm not as organically funny as Tony, making llama noises all the time, but I can create fun on podcasts, and I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, gentlemen, I think...
And that's coming from the man that just sent me that text.
Tony.
All right.
That's kind of like the voice message that he had though. So now it works on everybody.
All right. So Textgate will be a mystery as we head into the end of this Mr. Survivor debate.
A picture of the freaking conversation I did not have with him.
All right. So I think.
Hey, are we gonna do the hashtag?
Yeah. We'll definitely get to that. I'm just going to wrap things up a tiny bit, but I think it's an understatement to say how entertaining this was. So I want to thank all three of you for coming on, as well as everyone who tuned in to watch this. I apologize if apparently there were some video difficulties when I started hopping on, but hopefully that is all resolved now. Just a quick couple of housekeeping notes. The polls, as Rob talked about, are officially now open for Miss and Mr. Survivor. So if you've listened to this and you've been swayed one way or the other, you can now go to MissSurvivor.com, or I believe there's a link on RobHasAWebsite.com to vote.
Don't get played by the young lad. Don't do it. It's right.
Voting will close on midnight on Saturday, and we'll be.
Do it.
As Tony is displaying subliminal messages, voting will close on Saturday at midnight, and we'll hopefully have our our results show probably Monday or Tuesday of next week, and this campaign will officially come to a close. In the meantime, you can check out all the other stuff going on RHAP. Corinne Cast is coming up. That's a big highlight of Survivor. Rob talking with David Bloomberg, Faberly of Reality News Online. We just finished Celebrity Apprentice. Spice and Hour, King of the Nerds. Everything's going on in RHAP. But to finish it off, I want each of you guys to give out your Twitter handles, and please give out a hashtag that you want your supporters to use to show that they are behind you all the way. Let's start with Spencer, your Twitter handle and hashtag.
All right. It's at SpencerBGM, and for a hashtag, let's go with Spencer RHAP, SpencerRHAP.
All right, a little bit of a portmanteau there. At SpencerBGM and hashtag SpencerHAP. Jeremy, Twitter handle and hashtag, please.
My Twitter handle is Jeremy2 Collins, and everyone knows that I'm the first black finalist for this Survivor thing, so Mr. Survivor thing. So we're gonna go with.
Stop, man! I'm the first Greek Mr. Survivor. How's that?
Hey, man, let's
man.
can I we're gonna go with my hashtag is Barack Obama.
All right, Barack Obama, BARHAP Obama, I'm assuming.
That's you assume correctly.
All right, fantastic. And last but not least, Tony, Twitter handle and hashtag, please.
Hey, Master Mike, I'm the first Greek Mr. Survivor. Right? And my Twitter, hey, Spencer, I know Spencer's looking at this right here. Damn, why can't it focus?
I'm looking at a competition made up.
So my Twitter is Tony_Vlachos. No, Tony Vlachos at Tony_Vlachos, and my hashtag is simply Team TV.
All right. So hashtag Team TV. So please show your support. And one more little piece kind of promoting my own work. I will be hosting a post-debate RHAP-up with the Jessica Leese and Haley Strong. We did it for Miss Survivor. We'll be doing it for Mr. Survivor as well. Check that out tomorrow night. But I think that's going to be it for now. Again, thank you guys so much for either tuning in live or listening in the archives. Thank you, three gentlemen, for making this a very entertaining night. And we will see you again when Miss and Mr. Survivor are announced next week. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Hey, good job, Spence and Tony. That was fun, man.
Hey, Jeremy, be good, bro. Have another drink for me, bro.
See ya.
I will.